Hello my friends, welcome to Prom Strings. I'm Henriette and today we are playing Grown Up Christmas List. I'll play it for you first and I'll play it with all the repeats. So here we go. What a lovely song for Christmas time. So what a lovely choice to have picked this song to play. You will have noticed the different key changes, and I suggest we'll go through this piece from the beginning to the end and I'll talk you through the different finger patterns and the different bowings and so on. Let's now go to the beginning, and I'm going to start on a short up bow D. Now since this is such a short note, I'm going to start it quite near the heel of the bow. So I'm going to go, and you see my bow is zigzagging almost a little bit here. And you want to do it like that because I don't want to put a big accent on every up bow for such short notes. I'll show you what I mean. You see, if I played it like that, I got the accents just the wrong way round. We want the accents on the longer notes. So I'm having a longer down bow, really short up bow, longer down bow here, and now very short up bow. You see, so I'm going from the heel of the bow towards the point now. Now I'm going to retake the bow and I'm going to go back to the heel. Can you see that that's twice more or less the same bowing? So I'm going to play the first 2 bars again so you can see my bowing again. So I'm starting near the heel and back to the heel, back to the heel, see here it's slightly different, back to the heel, you see it's more even towards the end of that phrase. That was very nice. Shall we put that together once more from the beginning? 3, 4. Back to the heel. It's slightly more even than we've had it before. We had this, but this time it goes. You sometimes get these little variations when you play on your instrument a song that is to be sung, so it's generally a little bit freer. I tend to play mostly what's written, the rhythms that are written, but feel free to play it your own version if you find that nicer. Okay, so I'm going to start at a double bar once again. Just before the double bar I start on the little D. 3, 4. And up bow again. You may see that I play a 4th finger here. I could also play, if you've learned position playing and you've learned vibrato, then by all means go to a 2nd finger on this A. That way you can play a nicer vibrato. But if you haven't yet learned either position changing or vibrato playing, just play it on the 4th finger or even an open string. Sounds perfectly good as well, doesn't it? What I do want to suggest is that when you play these last 4 crotchets here, try playing them on the upper half of the bow. It makes it a little bit easier and more fluent sounding. So I'm going to put it together one more time from the double bar, and then we're going to go into the key change. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the heel. to the key change, and you will have noticed that we have 4 sharps now, an F sharp, C sharp, G sharp and D sharp. And as we go along, I will tell you which notes these sharps affect so that you can adjust your fingers accordingly. So we're going to play a normal B, and here comes our G sharp. So you raise your third finger a little bit. It was originally here, and you just stretch it a little bit higher. Here it is again. There's our C sharp. So whereas in the first section you've played your second finger together with the first finger, now we're having a gap between the first and second fingers, you see. So let's go back to the key change once more. 3, 4. Now I'm playing a 4th finger, and my raised third finger is right underneath that 4. And this note here is a D sharp. So again you raise your third finger, this time on the A string. So let's play this last section. So we're going from the previous dotted quaver rest. No, you can do it like this. So again you have your G sharps and then your D sharp. You could play the 4th finger. That's fine. You could also go to the second finger, so in the 3rd position on the long E. And that is one other way of playing it. If you have learned the 2nd position, you might apply that here. So you start on the B on the 4th finger. So this way, the long E falls on the 3rd finger, and you can play everything in the same position. I'll play that again for you in the 2nd position, just in case you want to try that. So I'm starting with my 4th finger on the B, on the D string. There it is. That's very sophisticated if you can do that. Awesome. Carry on now. 3, 4, 1. And now we're going back to the 2nd line. You see the repeat sign there? So we're going back to that repeat. Remember, this time all my sharps have now disappeared. Back into the 4 sharps now. time bar. You might do the same as what I do, is just play all of that in the second time bar slurred. Let's carry on now, shall we? On the last line of page 1. 3, 4, 1. Okay, I think this is fairly straightforward, isn't it? And now we have got another key change, and we're now cancelling all the sharps that we've had before, so no more sharps, and now we're having a B flat. And a B flat is a low first finger on the A string, so we're going to add that. But it also means that the first finger on the E string is also now back. So the first fingers on the A and E strings are now right next to one another. I'll count us in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! Now here I've got the open A string, and I use the time when I play the open A string to shift to the third position, and then I'm picking a 2 on the E and a 3 on F. Okay, so we're getting, you see, that way you can play a nice vibrato, and the sound is perhaps a little bit more mellow compared with, see, that's a little bit more shrill if you like. So let's go back to the key change once more. We're going to the B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first bar of the last line. I'm doing the same as what we did under the second time bar. You slur all of that. You see, it's just a really nice ending, and you get that quite a lot in songs that you normally sing. It's much easier to sing that than it is to play it on the violin. Carry on now. 3, 4. So that is one option, is to go to the third position, just where you see the pause. Shift here. An alternative is to play it all in the first position. And I can totally see how people might like to opt for this way of playing it. You could also play it all in the third position. And that is also a very stylish way of playing that. Well done, very good. So you've got different options there. Now, shall we now put it all together and play it one more time without stopping? Do feel free, please, to join in with your playing. From the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, what a lovely song is this. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have any questions or comments, do please write them in the comments section below. And for now, I very much look forward to seeing you again soon. Merry Christmas!